everyone, welcome back to another video of the channel. If this is the first time we meet, my name is Alia, and what we do here is that we get a chance to reflect together about life and the laws of the universe through the Islamic teachings. Also, we get a chance to learn the Arabic language, Egyptian dialect, and culture. So if you believe you would be interested in any of these topics and you haven't already, then I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to ring the bell so that you get notified every time I upload a video. And about today's video, we are going to speak about the story of Iblis, or the devil, from the Islamic point of view. So who is Iblis? What is his origin? Was he good or bad? What was the dialogue that went between him and Allah or God? And what was the challenge that Iblis made to God? All this we are going to speak about today. So if you are curious to know more about this story, then please keep on watching. Okay, so first and the most important thing to know is that according to Islam, Iblis is from the Jinn. Okay, he is not an angel, he is a Jinn. And if you don't know the differences between the Jinn and the angels in Islam, I have made another video. I'm going to leave you the link here above in the cards so that you can check this video if you like to know more details about the differences between jinns and angels. The most important two are that the angels are made of light, while jinns are made of fire. The second thing is that the angels, they cannot disobey God. It's not in their nature. They are incapable of doing it, okay? It's not how they function. They cannot disobey God. While the jinns, yes, they are like us. They can choose. They have this free will and they can choose either to worship God or not, to obey God or not, and so on, okay? These are the most two, but of course there are more details that I left you the link for the other video if you want to know more about this. But for now, this is enough, okay? So Iblis is from the Jinn. Good. And actually, he was a very righteous Jinn at the beginning. He was a very, very good worshipper of Allah. He worshipped God. He was like the best of the Jinn. And that's why he was allowed, Allah allowed him to be among the angels, to be in the level of the angels. And he was around the angels. And then what happened? And then one day Allah told his angels that he is going to create a creature, a being made out of clay. And then what happened? Of course, Iblis was there and he listened to this conversation. And of course, he was curious. He wanted to know what is this creature and why he was Allah is going to create him and things like that. He felt curiosity. And so what happened is that Allah created Adam first without the soul, okay? Before I go on, my information, where do I get it from? I get it from verses of the Quran and at the same time some Hadith and some details from the scholars and the Hadith, but mainly are from the verses of the Quran. And I'm going to leave you the references of the verses so that you can check them afterwards if you like. Okay? Well, so what happened? But of course, I'm explaining with my own wordings, okay? So what happened is that Allah created Adam from the clay first without the soul, and he left him for some time. What happened is that Iblis came to see what is this creature, no? So he came and he looked at it, he kicked it, and then when he knocked at it, it made like a ringing sound, salsal in Arabic. And this ringing sound, so Iblis thought to himself, this is hollow creature. So he thought this is going to be weak creature and I can control him easily. So this shows how he felt this jealousy, you know, he was jealous, and he was like, oh, this is something weak, it's not impressive to me. And so when God created the soul and he put the soul into Adam, so he became now Adam, God brought Adam to the angels, in front of the angels, and then he told the angels to prostrate to Adam out of respect. So of course all the angels prostrated because they cannot disobey God. So they all obeyed and they all prostrated, except for Iblis. He refused to prostrate out of arrogance. He felt this arrogance. He refused to prostrate with the angels. So when God asked him, why didn't you prostrate with the angels? So Iblis responded, look how arrogant he was. He responded, I am better than him. You made me out of fire and you made him out of clay. So this shows how arrogant he was. He's like, I am better than him. So God gave him chances and he continued. And finally, God cursed him and expelled him from where he was. So at this moment, Iblis made a supplication to God. What was this supplication? He asked God to give him life until the day of resurrection. And God gave him what he wanted. Okay, he said, okay, you got what you want. And here Iblis made a challenge to God. What was this challenge? He challenged God, and it's very interesting. He swore an oath by God's might and power. Okay, so he was like, by your might and by your power, I will lead them all astray. So he swore this oath to God that I'm going to lead all of them, all the mankind, all the children of Adam, I'm going to lead them all astray. So it's interesting because he knows how mighty, how powerful God is, and at the same time he made this challenge, you know. So what happens is that God said, okay, go ahead, climb on top of any one of them that you are able to, and try to delude them with your voice, and associate with them and give them false hopes or false promises. Okay, and then God says, this is in the Quran, but the shaitan or the devil never promised anyone except deception. Okay, so Allah says, my true servants, you will not have power on them, you will not have authority on them. And Iblis said, I will lead them all astray except your servants among them who are sincere. So Iblis himself admits that if the mankind, if we are really sincere in our worship to God, then he cannot have any power or any authority on us. So that was the story of and the origin of Iblis or the devil from the Islamic point of view. And as usual, I like to hear from you. I like to hear your comments about this. I like to hear your reflections. And I really hope you liked the video. If so, then please give it a thumbs up and share it with others so that they can also reflect about that and we talk about it all together. And finally, if you like the content of the channel and you haven't already, then don't forget to subscribe and to ring the bell. Thank you so much, and I will see you next video. Bye bye.